All right, we're here with Arturo. He got fourth place at the charity tournament at Easy Gaming today. You want to start with shout-outs?
Yeah, I want to shout out, of course, the boys, Cademan, Mitchell, Corey, Ira for helping me out. Either theory, testing, just talking the game. This format's gone kind of stale, so I've been like, I don't know what to play. I've been on voice for so long on that deck. It can be hard to pilot, but I decided to play something that I enjoy. I've seen some people doing pretty well with it, so I decided to give it a try. So shout out to those people who've been doing well with it, so they inspired me to play it. Of course, shout out to the home shop here, Picante. We always do our testing here. They're always good to us here, so yeah, of course. Shout out to the wife, always supporting me. I'm always play testing on the dinner table, so and all those who help me any way they can. Yeah, well, I guess we'll get with deck profile. I was undefeated in Swiss. I did lose in time, top 4, and I just got puppet locked for 3rd place, so nothing you could do about that. So, but besides that, the deck did pretty well. There were some really weird situations I got into because my mills are really, really bad. But even if they're decent, you can really play out of it. So I think this is pretty much the most consistent version of the deck you can play nowadays. So until the Feedsmith stuff comes out, I think this is the way to go. Unless they ban Beatrice. So, but with that being said, we'll go over the deck. Of course, you play 3 Rhino. You just want to see it because he's a guaranteed. He'll guarantee what he sends to grave. And he gets you access to Bahamut Shark, then to Toad. So of course, 3-tier cash. She's probably the best one because whenever she's sent to grave, mill 2, on field, mill 3, and you can just bring her back with Toad or get her back. So mandatory 3 of. Then of course, sadly, one of each of the Fusion Girls. If there were more, we would play more. But unfortunately, there isn't. And then mandatory 3 of the field spell. Just gotta play it. You want to see your cards. I think it's mandatory to play 3. If you're going first, you want to mill as much as you can. You want to hit everything you can. So mandatory 3. Also, if you send it to grave, you got a trap. So mandatory 3. I was actually on 2 grief. Interestingly enough, this card is a starter and extender, and it has saved me multiple times and started me multiple times. I really like it in this version of the deck. I think you can play it at 1, but I really like it at 2. Just seeing it, just getting to places where you need to. A really cool play that I do often is I will, like if I have special Sheeran already, I will go grief, summon the Merly, then send this to grave. Then I'll do chain 1 to fuse, chain 2 to mill, so that she hasn't been used. You can still dump her off sprint if you want, and then this will fuse, and then it's just insane how that does that for you. So I definitely think you need to play at least 1, but I like 2. The rest of the tier cards, 1 heartbeat. It's just in the main because sometimes you just want to add back traps from the grave. Some people will main roll, and so this is really good for that. It's also back row removal. 3 Solic. I think 2 or more are correct. You just want to hit it, whether it's on field or on grave. It's just insane. 2 or more, and then I like Meta Noise, just for the fact that if you get Toad online. And you get back tier cache, you can activate this, dump any tier monster that fuses, and then you get Kaleido Heart online. So then you've made Kaleido Heart, you've negated something, and you book something. So it's pretty good in this version. That's all for the tier cards in the main. The other engine we play is, of course, the Horus engine. We just played the 3 Mseti, the 1 Monkey, and the 2 King Sark. I would like to maybe try a 3rd, but I feel like I see it enough as it is. I'd rather see Mseti than this, but I think it's fine. When you see it, it's kind of a blowout. It's pretty crazy, but We do play 3 Shadal cards because we play Winda in the extra deck. This is just to get into one of these to help you get deeper into the deck. Also, if you just need to normal summon it, you can normal summon to make a rank 4. Let you draw, let you mill more, and then, like I said, get you access to Window. 2 shufflers. I know the guys that have been doing well with the deck, they keep talking about they kind of want to play. They were only playing 1, and so they wanted to play the second one. I decided just to go ahead and do that. I think it's correct. There's some matchups where the graveyard might not be so dependent for your opponent, so you might side one out. But I think going first, you want to have it just to trigger your own field spell if you need to, just to pop something on your field if you actually need to. And then just random Serpent, just to make totally awesome easier. It's also a low 4 body, so not so bad. Play 2 Foolish Burial Goods. It's just for consistency. And the cards we dump off it that are the tier cards are these 2 here. This is just get you access to any tier card, including the field spell, and then this here. If you dump this off this, you can actually call like an Appaloosa, and it'll turn off your opponent's Appaloosa, or it'll just turn off anything on the board that you can't really play out of, like maybe an SP or an IP. So just consistency, and weirdly enough can do that. For other non-engine, we played 3 Talents and 1 Called By. I was playing originally 2, but I think 3 was just working really well because I almost always saw it, and it's just the way the deck's this deck's played. This card will always be live, so I think 3 is correct. You always just want to see it just so you can keep on extending, whether you draw cards, take your opponent's card, or you look at their hand, and then Call By because Call By. You don't always see it, but it's one of, but it's powerful when you do.
How many cards in the main deck?
It was 41 cards. It can be a little bit bigger, but I wanted to stick close to 40. I never really bricked. I did mill bad one time, and that was just, it happens, you know, but for most of the day, it was milling really well. But, yeah. 41 cards, like I said. And onto the extra deck. We played 5 fusions. Kaleidheart, boss monster, gets you access to Bahamut Shark. You can just prevent targeting. Doesn't come up as much anymore because I don't play Beatrice's version, but it can still let you draw a card and can put up a lot of damage if you need to. Dracosphelia, mandatory because just the materials it takes up just to make. And then Window, of course, can be a win button, so just play it. And that's all the fusions in deck. For the XCs, play 1 Toadley, 1 Bahamut. Let's just get you access to this. So you play it. 1 Time Thief Redoer. I really like it in this deck because then you could fuse whenever you have a Sheeran underneath it, or if you have a Rhinoheart, you can also activate his effect. So really good for those reasons. 1 Zombie Vampire. You play the Horus monsters. You need this just to mill if you really need to. So Typhon. This is probably the only card that's probably flexible in the deck, but it has come up enough times where I'm like, I need to keep it because there are times where I run out of gas, and this is the only reason that I can keep on playing. And just because the way the deck is played, I can play on my opponent's turn, and then this would just do something in that moment to let me play on their turn. That's all for the Xyzes, and then we play 5 Links. We play 1 Dark. Some people don't like it, but you can still make him crash into it and get like a Sheeran. And if your opponent is playing a Dark deck, you can get something out of it. 1 IP. It's IP. Sometimes I'll end my board with like this Toad and something else, and then once the Toad's been used, I'll use like Tier Cash, and if it doesn't hit anything, I'll just use this and Tier Cash to make a sprint to go ahead and actually fuse. But if I do fuse, I just use this and something to like make a SP. So it's very threatening. Also, if like you have like a window on board already, and you have this. Unless they drop it for multiple cards, you can just threaten this and make like SP. So SP, it's SP. Sprint. You want to it's just a last resort, so play it. Then, really, this could be another flex spot. This deck just can't do anything to cards that can't be targeted, so this is like one of the outs that we have, besides like the horse cards. So I decided to play it. It's either that or Appaloosa, but Appaloosa doesn't come up enough, so you could trade just for Appaloosa, but that's about it. Okay. So for the side deck, we played 3 Bestios. I kept going back and forth 4. I almost wanted to put Baldric in here just because branded and other matchups, but 3's fine. I never saw them. Well, actually, I think I saw it once, but it got negated, but it's fine. It's Bestios. 1 Scatter Shot for time. I don't know how much is needed anymore because realistically, we don't go on time that much, but so that might be the card that I cut, but I don't know. Still scared to lose time. 3 Super Poly. It went crazy today. It went crazy the other day. Like, I just kept taking people's cards, or people would Veiler me or Imperm, and I would just go Super Poly, and then on the next chain I like fuse with the launch that I sent. So it's really good. 1 Duster, especially against like U-Bell and like Snake Eye. I'm more afraid of their back rows sometimes, so I just rather have this. Then 1 Tearlaments Crime. It's just an Omni Trap. I actually never got to see it. I mostly like just milled it, but it's still pretty good if you get it online. So 3 Skill Drain. It's an unfair card. This deck can play really well under Skill Drain, so if you can do it, just play it. And the last 3 Evenly. Didn't come up today, but sometimes your opponents just put up boards that, are too hard to break, and this can just wipe out the whole board and then just let you play. So, yeah. I did play against Sprite, played against Infernoble with the Flame Swordsman cards, then Snake Eye, 1 mana, 1 U-Bell, then Top Cut, a U-Bell, and a Branded. So pretty much pretty rounded matchups. Deck did, like I said, it performed well, just lost some time and lost a puppet, but yeah, I think the deck's pretty good. I mean, if they want to make it better, they could let some cards go too, but yeah, it's a pretty good deck. Enjoy it. Wish we could have more girls, but
Maybe one day.
yeah.
Show us your prizing.
So I did win a QC. I did win a QCR Minerva in a raffle, but my friend already got it because he needed to replace his one that he lost. But did win this cool mat. I know it's cool. Someone will get it. But yeah.
And new format. Anything you're interested in? Anything you're thinking about?
I kind of like the U-Bell deck, but I don't know. I feel like there's some flaws in it that I don't like, but who knows? Like, I'm just gonna have to wait. I like Infernoid, but if they don't ban Beatrice, it's just gonna be this deck with Fiendsmith, like for sure, like 100%. But yeah.
All right, man. Well, congrats. We will see you next time.